Have you ever received an email from someone who said, you're pre-selected to be shown at this book event? They want to take your book and put it on a table for XYZ amount of money. We've all gotten these emails, and these, my friends, are what we call a scam. We do not want to do these, but I want you to just think about the logical side of this. Somebody has reached out to you and said, hey, listen, I've got a table at this event, or I'm running this event, and we are offering space to authors for hundreds to thousands of dollars to display your book. Not for you to show up and sign your book and engage with your audience. We're just going to randomly put your book on a table and hope that people notice. First off, that right there is the biggest red flag. Don't even think that you can do that. No one's looking at a table full of books if nobody's there. Even if there's somebody there like standing monitoring the book, it's not going to make you any sales. It's going to cost you a ton of money. You are what is being profited off of. You're not making a profit here. You're also not taking up someone else's table. Sometimes we get some not so great authors, a little bit on the scammy side, who will say, hey, listen, I purchased a table at this event for this much money. I will put your book on my table. They're not going to stand there marketing your book or talking about your book. They're literally asking you to pay a chunk of the table. Sometimes it's the full price of their table so that they don't have to incur the cost of that. You're literally paying for them to be there to meet people. Don't do that. If you are not doing the work, it is not an investment you should be making in this industry. I know we as authors would love to think that we can just be the person high on the mountain and write the book, and they will come if we write the book, and we'll be the gods high on the mountain, and the people down below will read the books and fall in love with us, and everything will be great, and we'll make lots of money. But that's not how it works. So as a general scope for this, if you are not doing the work, it's a scam. If somebody says, hey, I've got a book signing event, would you like to buy a table, appear, and market your own books? Go for it. You're good. Probably. Sometimes those things are kind of scammy, but for the most part, you're good. But if somebody says, we're going to allow you to place your book on a table or on a stand at this event, that's a scam. Run. Just flat out. There's not a time that is not a scam. That's them trying to get you to cover costs. If you're not there marketing it, nobody's marketing it. It's just going to be there. It's the equivalent of writing your title on a Post-it note, sticking it on a wall at an event, and charging you $1,000 for it. That's truly what it is. Because I want you to think it through. Just basic thinking this through. If you are a reader going into an event and you are looking around, what are you doing? You're shopping for books. You're looking for authors you want to engage with, to meet, to potentially buy their books. You are looking for discussions. You're looking for people to meet. You are looking for things that can sell those books to you and convince you to read them. There's hundreds of books at these events. Sometimes hundreds of authors at these events. And they want to make sure they're making the best choices for their money. They want to make sure they have an engaged community. They're going to be able to want to talk to you if they like the story, that you have a fandom. And if your book is just like on a pile somewhere, no one's noticing that. Nobody's looking for that. And even if they say, oh, there's a display of books, do you think they're really going to go over and do that? I'm going to tell you a story. I went to New York Comic-Con. Okay, New York Comic-Con. I was signing books at New York Comic-Con. And on my break, I was walking around looking at the different displays and all the things, and there were some big publishers there. And they had giant kiosks where they were like tables and tables of books, and they had one or two people on the inside of those tables kind of working and selling the things, but nobody was talking and nobody was engaging. And I was there, I walked around kind of early, and so nobody was really there. They weren't even there manning their table, and because they weren't really manning their table, I wasn't bothering that table. That wasn't for engagement. That wasn't for me to go and talk. That wasn't for me to go and look at books. That was just a visual. It was a visual that was in the distance, and everyone around me avoided it because it didn't make sense for them to go over to what was seemingly just like a sales display. There was nothing to encourage us to go over there, and it felt like, okay, they're on display for us to look at from a distance. This is kind of museum-like. We're not supposed to really touch these things. There weren't a ton of books out, and that's what it's like. It is something that people are not going to resonate with. There's going to be that dissonance there. Can I go over there? Can I look at that? Should I look at that? Does it matter? There's more interesting things over here. There's a group of people over here. There's authors over here. There's fun stuff over here. So if you're not the one doing the work, I am so serious. In this industry, all of it, you have to do the work. If it's something that you're not doing the work for, just go, run. Don't be a part of that. It's a scam. It's going to be a waste of your money. It's not going to bring your money back to you. You have to make sure that you're being smart about how you're spending your time and your money investments in this industry. You have to do the work. It is 2023 as I'm recording this. You have to do this work in the industry. And if it's somebody promising you results or offering you something that you don't have to be involved in, you just have to pay money and send your book in, it's not going to make you sales. It's going to be such a waste of your money. I would rather see you spend it on ads on Amazon or BookBub or somewhere else that actually has an engaged audience and it expects and anticipates that kind of thing. But just these events where they say, oh, well, you can put your book on my table for $100, for $500, for $1,000. We've got a display and you have been pre-approved. $1,000 and you can have it there. None of that will ever work to your benefit, period, end of story. That's just how it is. Now, there will probably be some people watching this video because every time we have conversations about the scammy things that happen in the publishing industry, the people who are doing the scamming come to the video and watch it. And they get in my comments and say, no, vanity presses, hybrid presses are legit. Not all of them are evil. They come here and they say, no, displaying people's books at my event is not scammy. They come here and they say all the things, and I'm sure that they will say all the things on this video because that's how they operate. We're not trusting people who are asking for our money without us being able to do the work, because they're certainly not going to do the work for you. Questions on these things, if you have these emails show up in your inbox, if you're looking at different companies or different opportunities and you're not sure, I am here. You have my email, you have my DMs, you know my socials, they're all over this channel. Come to me. I will help you as best I can. If you don't hear from me within a 24-hour period, send it again. It means I didn't get it. I'm here to keep you safe and protected. I don't want you wasting your money. I don't want you wasting your time. I don't want you doing things that will hurt your career, because when you win, I win. And when I win, you win. We are here to build up this industry, and I will not, if you come into my sphere, I will not let you do things that will hurt your career, your books, your sales, your money, your income, the way that you're supporting your family. I will not allow you to do that without proper information. If you decide to take that information and do it anyway, that is on you. But I will do everything in my power to equip you and inform you so that you do not make silly mistakes, especially as a beginner. So bring your questions to me. I am here. If you have nobody else to talk to, if you're not certain of where to go or what to do or how to find answers, and we have other videos on how to do things like that, just check those out there in the playlist. But please, I will never be upset that you come to me and ask for help, even if I don't know you. I am here to support this community, and you are a part of this community, and I am here for you. And I will do everything in my power to make sure we get you enough information that you can make a good, informed, valuable decision that will not hurt your career for you, because we're here for you. All right, drop your questions down below. We'll see you in the upcoming episodes as we help you to continue to navigate the world of publishing, from your writing to your publishing to your marketing, to make this your most profitable and less stress-inducing year ever. We'll see you in the upcoming episodes.